The following program is a part of Black Squirrel Entertainment.
This week, we're living the dream.
And yet, there's still one more episode.
All Systems Go starts right now. Greetings and welcome back to another episode of All Systems Go, the show where good news is rarer than a shiny Pokemon. I'm Laz, the guy who's found a shiny in every generation except my favorite, Generation 5.
And I'm Cassandra, the girl who apparently gave Laz all her luck. Let's get started. Director Jon Favreau is opening up about one of the most emotional moments in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the death of Iron Man. Speaking on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Favreau revealed he originally opposed the decision to kill off the character in Avengers Endgame. Spoiler alert, but you should have seen it by now. He worried it would deeply affect fans who grew up with Tony Stark. However, Favreau now says he was wrong, praising the emotional impact of the scene and the performances by Robert Downey Jr. and Gwyneth Paltrow. The moment remains a defining point in the MCU, especially as Marvel prepares for future films like Avengers Doomsday, where Downey Jr. is set to return, but this time as Doctor Doom.
During a Japanese parliamentary session last Friday, April 17, 2026, Japan's Minister for Foreign Affairs, Toshimitsu Motegi, criticized the use of a Wii Sports footage in a pro-war tweet by the White House last month. The tweet was a video clip with Wii Sports footage interspersed with what is seemingly military footage from the United States Operation Epic Fury airstrikes on Iran. Mr. Motegi said, in Japanese, "Generally speaking, it's inappropriate even for public institutions to reproduce copyrighted materials without the rights holder's consent. Unfortunately, I have no expectation that anything will be done to address this issue, considering this is nothing new for the current administration."
In more Marvel news, Wolverine is facing one of his most devastating defeats yet, and it could change the character moving forward. In Wolverine issue number 19, Logan goes up against Hercules, who's been possessed by a powerful villain known as Adamantium. During the fight, Wolverine attempts to strike, but instead shatters the adamantium claws on his own hand. The damage means Wolverine may be forced to rely on his weaker bone claws, putting him at a serious disadvantage in future battles. The storyline is expected to explore both the physical and emotional fallout, with major consequences teased for upcoming issues. The timing is notable, as X-Men 97 Season 2 is also set to feature Wolverine dealing with his loss of adamantium, hinting at a larger trend across Marvel stories.
More Marvel. With the December 2026 release of Avengers Doomsday on the horizon, the Russo brothers are giving some fans some more content to chew on. During a conversation at the Sands Film Festival, Joe Russo confirmed that the September 2026 re-release of Avengers Endgame will contain new footage. He called it a, quote, critical companion story that is set up for what you're going to watch in December when you see Avengers Doomsday, end quote. As someone who hasn't been keeping up with the MCU lately, I find myself wondering, does this mean they're retconning something? Either way, it looks like Marvel fans now have to watch a dozen TV shows, a ton of movies, and a re-release of one of those movies if they want to understand new content.
So much Marvel drama, but this isn't one of them. Nintendo is facing legal trouble as fans push back against rising prices. A new class action lawsuit claims the company should return money to customers after benefiting from tariff refunds issued by the US government. Over the past year, Nintendo increased prices on Switch accessories and even raised the cost of the original Switch console, something rarely seen for an older system. The company previously stated that these price hikes were necessary to offset US tariffs. Now, with billions of dollars in tariff refunds being distributed to businesses, consumers argue Nintendo shouldn't keep both the high prices and the refunded money. Nintendo has not yet responded publicly, but the case adds to growing pressure on companies to pass savings back to customers.
Finishing up with some good news, some of you viewers may recall that I covered the 50% price hike of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate back in the fall. Well, the new CEO of Microsoft Gaming, Asha Sharma, just cut the prices down, effective immediately. While they're not back to what they were before, Game Pass Ultimate is now $22.99 a month, down from $29.99 a month. PC Game Pass, previously $16.49 a month, is now $13.99 a month. As much as I'm hesitant to do so, I've got to give Sharma some credit. A few weeks ago, at the end of March 2026, she gave the unpopular "This is an Xbox" marketing campaign the axe, saying, quote, "It didn't feel like Xbox," end quote. I'm still wary of her, but she's taking steps in the right direction.
After the break, Tomodachi Life.
Isn't it fun that Tomodachi Life just translates to friend's life? I love having friends and a life. All Systems Go, we'll be right back.
76% of employees have struggled with at least one issue that affected their mental health. When you share, you're not alone.
Registration for Lavender Celebration is open now. Lavender Celebration is a historic pre-commencement ceremony held to honor queer graduating students. Now hosted by Pride Kent, this event will be held on April 30th from 6 to 9 p.m. in the Kent State Student Center Ballroom, with a community reception at 5. Join us for a free dinner and award ceremony with keynote speakers, and watch the graduates walk the stage and receive our iconic rainbow stoles. Bring your friends, family, and absolutely anyone, regardless of how you identify. Scan the QR code or go to the link below and register today. Registration closes April 20th.
Can you help me?
Mom, Dad, we're going out.
Thank you.
Oh, look, they're playing chess.
What you got there?
Will you help my mom?
She's real sick, huh? Hey, crew, I'll give the first move to anyone who signs up to be an organ donor. How do you do it?
Easy. Just go to organdonor.gov.
You heard them, organdonor.gov.
More donors means more hope. Sign up at organdonor.gov.
They let me host another segment about something me-related. Can you believe it? Last Thursday, the new Tomodachi Life game came out. It's pretty silly. Thusly, Lynn, Noah, and I are here to talk a little bit about our first impressions. So, how are we enjoying the game?
I think it's pretty silly. I've always had a soft spot for things like Markov chains and like Mad Libs, where it's just kind of what you put in kind of slightly influences like what comes out. And like this is kind of like just a weird, silly situation maker, it feels like.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm having a lot of fun with it.
I've been enjoying it. I've really liked the character creator a lot and been drawing a lot on that. That's where most of my time's been spent, just because I really like making the characters and then throwing them in.
As far as I'm aware, you definitely got the game a lot earlier than we did. Like, no, you got it at like release, whereas we only got it like yesterday.
Yeah, just yesterday.
But we've been playing it. We've been having a good time. And yeah, it's. I was playing it just now, actually, right before, right before this segment. But yeah, it's pretty fun. I love the character creator. I like making weird animals. Next question. How do you think it compares to the 3DS one? Assuming you played it. You have any things you like they added from it, or things that they missed from it?
I like and don't like about it.
Yeah.
Where I think it loses some of the charm that the 3DS version had, because it was almost more of like, it's a pocket apartment that I can look into. It felt more like a Tamagotchi.
Yeah.
Like on the 3DS, where I like the freedom you have in the Switch version now, but it was like, I also like the characters, you barely had any control of the characters. They all did what they wanted. Yeah. Where the Switch version, I feel like you have more control, which is fun in its own right, but I think it loses some of the random aspect of what
it starts being a
3DS
little more
game
like
had.
The Sims, I feel.
Yeah.
But that's still fun. It's just different.
Yeah.
I kind of feel a little bit sad that I haven't seen much of like singing or like the like music creation bit, from the 3DS, because that was like one of the most beloved bits of the game. I hope that there's like maybe some post-release support for this game that maybe it'll turn up in.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I kind of just feel like the main thing I feel like I am missing from this version of the game is just the. I mean, I don't know if this is like in common with the 3DS one. It's been really a long time since I played the 3DS one, but like I feel like the like Miis are always just saying things in the same way. That like they have maybe two ways of communicating what it is they want to say. And I wish they had a few more ways of saying things. Because I'm like, I feel like Animal Crossing, which already doesn't have that much variety in the way people talk, has like a little bit more variety in this, and that's kind of rough to me.
I have to wonder if they like wrote like an even spread of like multiple different variants of lines for like each of the situations without taking into regard like the fact that some situations are more likely to play out than others.
I did notice, if you let the Miis just kind of go off on their more, there was stuff relating to the music. I heard one Mii singing one of the rock songs. Wasn't singing the lines, but they do Easter eggs like that. But I've also, you kind of get out as much as you put into the game. So like you do want more varying conversations, you kind of have to write that stuff out, which means you have to interact more with the Miis.
I do think the giving them just like more things in their vocabulary is definitely a very fun way to get them to say weird things.
Yes.
Especially since the game has no filter now, so they can just be swearing all day long or whatever if you want. You can just have them say anything.
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy.
For example, on my island, Vivian so graciously made Sue Sakamoto from Cave Story.
Yeah.
You'll maybe be hearing about Cave Story a little bit later. And we gave her the catchphrase for like when she was angry. I hate this island and everyone on it. And like, just hearing that play out sometimes is just really, it's really
because she says it in the original game. So, any other fun things we've been putting on the island?
I made Spamton and Tenna, and I'm trying to get them to be in a relationship. But I also accidentally made Spamton a woman.
Naturally.
So.
Spamton should be a woman, to be honest with you. That's my official opinion on live TV.
Would estrogen fix her?
No. Anyway, that's almost all the time we have, I think. After the break, mankind blames the beasts instead of reflecting on themselves. But they found beauty in the lives of beasts and can't lie to themselves about it. It's Guilty Gear, baby. All systems go. We'll be right back.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Hey, did you know that 2.4 million rescues need our help to find a home? Go to theshelterpetproject.org and search your local shelters and rescues. Go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Up next, Noah's telling us about Guilty Gear. I hope he tells us what crime that gear committed.
Sup, I'm Noah Levine. I'm a cast member here on All Systems Go, and today I'm here to talk to you about something you've probably never thought about. Weird Guilty Gear ports. Guilty Gear's been a game series since 1998 and has had its fair share of spin-offs and ports. So tell me, what is the weirdest version of Guilty Gear? For that, we first have to look at... At first I thought Guilty Gear Petite on the WonderSwan would be the weirdest version, but it's not really. I mean, besides the fact it's on the WonderSwan. It functions how you think an 8-bit fighter on a portable console would. being really clunky with simple buttons, some game freezes here and there, and the soundtrack is really rough because it's 8-bit. Like right here, take a quick listen and you'll kind of see what I mean. But besides some impressive sound effects, it's not that weird. It's what you'd expect for a fighter on the Wonder Swan. So if it isn't Guilty Gear Petite, then maybe it's... So then I thought to myself, maybe Guilty Gear X on the Game Boy Advance would be a weirder port. But besides graphics, it's a 1-to-1 with the PlayStation 2 version, and there are some audio differences, but that's kind of to be expected when you go from CD quality audio to a cartridge on another portable handheld. As you can see on screen right now, and you can kind of hear a bit of it too, this is what the Game Boy Advance version looks and sounds like. And then just for comparison's sake, here's what the PlayStation 2 version looked like. So then if those two versions of Guilty Gear aren't the weirdest, maybe we gotta look at Guilty Gear Dust Striker is a 4-person platform fighter on the DS using both of its screens as the entire stage, which is a pretty cool, unique gimmick. Due to the more simplistic controls though, there are a lot more auto combos, and besides some side-switching jank, the game plays fine. There are also a bunch of mini-games that the game had, which I was kind of surprised with. A lot of them aren't really that fun though, and are super simple, yet they are cool to see. Ones that I thought were kind of cool was this one with Maze Dolphins, where you kind of had to move the rings to get the dolphins into them, and the other one I thought was kind of fun was this one balancing game where you played as Jam, and you just kind of had to stack plates up to a certain height. They're not super unique or groundbreaking, but they were cool to see. For me personally, I don't think Dust Strikers is that weird of a Guilty Gear version, just because it fits the console it's on and makes sense for the gimmick of the DS. So if I don't think Guilty Gear Dual Strikers is the weirdest version of Guilty Gear, then what do I think is? For that, we have to look at Guilty Gear XX Action Core Plus. Yes, that is the full name. The Wii version specifically might genuinely be the weirdest version of Guilty Gear. But unlike the other versions of GG, I was able to drag along a hostage to experience the genuinely weird design choices of the Wii port of XX Action Core. At face value, this is the same exact game as the PlayStation 2 version, except for one major difference. You could play this game with a Wii remote. I know what you're thinking. Well, no, duh. Of course you could play it with a Wii remote. It's on the Wii. And to that I say, well, yeah, but I'll get to that control scheme in a second. The recommended controller for this game is either a Wii Classic controller or a GameCube controller, which just function like normal controllers. There's nothing really special about that. So that's where the Wii remote and nunchuck come in. Not only is a nunchuck probably the worst joystick to ever play any fighting game with due to the amount of travel distance you have from the start of the joystick to the end of its outline, the actual buttons used to attack this game genuinely make no sense. When I pull this graph up of a Wii remote, which buttons do you think are used to attack? If you said A, B, C, and Z, you're wrong. Why would you think that? This is Guilty Gear on the Wii. All your attack buttons are mapped to the D-pad. And your dust attack, a unique move only found in the Guilty Gear series, is mapped to the A button. B, C, Z don't do anything, and 1, 2, and 3 are just taunt buttons. On top of that, someone in a board meeting was like, we need something unique for the Wii port to make it stick out. And out of the corner of his eye, he saw an intern playing Wii Sports Baseball. He goes, John, do that again. And John was like, what, this? And the dude was like, yes, you're a genius. And then they added motion controls to the Wii port. Also with the motion controls, with the way they input, they aren't fast enough to input sequential moves. So stuff like Bike and Skibari just doesn't continue into itself, which makes the game feel really, really clunky. The gimmick is fun for a little bit because you can swing the remote around like you're attacking as the characters, but after a while, just doing a few 1v1 matches with a friend
After the break, we've got some Metascore comments. All Systems Go will be right back.
Will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes, twice a day. They have the time.
What do you think you're doing, Kevin?
Was just gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
Like hearing voices?
Like your text-to-emoji ratio?
Oh man, the selfies. Selfies, nailed it.
We all have warning signs that let us know that we're probably not okay to drive. Mine is pretending to be your subconscious.
Craig, come on man, let's split a ride home.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Hi, I'm Leland Melvin, and I traveled to space twice as a NASA astronaut. Space technologies help protect our precious Earth. Space helps us monitor changes in carbon emissions, track the pace of climate change. It even helps us fight natural disasters. Make sure that you get out to your local science museum or go to spaceforall.us to explore and learn about space and science. Space is for all.
As part of its public health mission, the scientists and staff at FDA work to protect the American public by getting the accurate, science-based information they need to use medications wisely.
Metacritic strikes again. It's everyone's favorite video game critic score aggregator site. Hey, they're not the ones that said Aurus had too much water. Don't shoot the messenger. For our second Metacritic segment, we're changing things up a little bit. We have Morgan, Garrett, and Lynn this time around. And rather than guess the game based off their Metascores, we're guessing the game based off of a totally normal user review. I'll list off 4 possible answers, and whoever guesses the game earns the point. Whoever has the most points at the end of the game wins. You guys ready?
Yeah, I can't wait to lose.
Yeah.
You need to have confidence.
I'm gonna win. They can have confidence. I'll be the jobber. There you go. That's the word I was looking for.
Alrighty. First review. Such an amazing platformer that still holds up so well today. So many great levels and stuff. Top game soundtracks ever made, and the Comet Observatory is one of my favorite hub worlds. What game is that? Is that A, Sly 2, Band of Thieves, B, Super Mario Galaxy, C, Starbound, or D, Astrobot?
Okay, it's definitely.
It is going to be easy at the start, but it will gradually get more difficult.
Let's see. Yeah, the camera can see that. Can you see that?
You are all correct. It is B, Super Mario Galaxy.
Okay. That was really easy. Okay.
Don't worry, I'll get you guys.
We'll see what.
Next up, 62 out of 100. This is disappointing for my first blank game. The game was fun at first. You can also name your blank and human characters bad words, which is weird since Nintendo is a family-friendly company. This is funny though, so this isn't a bad thing. Is it A, Final Fantasy III for the DS, B, Pokemon Platinum, C, Pokemon Fire Red, or D, Earthbound? Garrett, you are correct. It is Pokemon Fire Red.
Fire Red specifically?
Family?
What?
You guys never named your character, something like Poop?
Something
No,
funny?
well, like, can you name other characters besides just your rival?
Maybe
and
your rival.
You can name your Pokemon.
Well, yeah, but
Why
like,
did they say family?
Why'd they say family then?
Because Nintendo has the reputation of being a family company.
Wait, they did not say you could name your family. They said it's a
They
family.
said you could name your character, your Pokemon, and your character bad words.
I'm out of it.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I added that in then. That's my fault.
Alrighty. Next up.
Who's to say your Pokemon aren't your family?
I had fun while playing this game with friends. It is undoubtedly exciting and fun to play. I mean, who doesn't want to get the highest level and get the highest selection of guns and demolish your friends? However, there are many, 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 many more downsides than upsides. The online multiplayer was full of prepubescent little boys claiming each one of them has effed my mom. They also threatened to hack your account and get you banned because they all seem to be hacking geniuses. Sarcasm. What game is that? Is that A, The Conduit, B, Battlefield 2042, C, Medal of Honor Warfighter, or D, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2009?
This could be any of them. I'm gonna be honest. This is like a shot in the dark. Go with C, because I have some affection for Warfighter, not because.
Lynn and Garrett, you are correct. It is Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Next up. I won the $1 million and immediately quit my job, divorced my ugly crab wife, and moved to Cabo, where I partook in debauchery only imaginable by the great late Chris Benoit. 10 out of 13. What game is that? Is that A, Deal or No Deal for the DS, B, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for the PS3, C, Family Feud for the Wii, or D, The Price is Right for the Wii?
It's probably not Family Feud.
I'm like double guessing myself.
It might be. It's got to be like one of the first two, right? It's got to be one of the first two. Because like I don't think it's Price is Right. Maybe.
Lynn and Morgan, you are correct. It is Deal or No Deal for the DS.
You know what Chris Benoit did?
No.
No.
He killed his wife and his kids.
Yikes. I did not know that.
In real life.
I should not be laughing about that. That's
yeah, he had CTE.
Oh boy. Next up, ass. So much ass. So ass you want to eat a pile of crab then to play this game. That's how ass this game is. Also, there's no ending. What game is that? Is it A, Forspoken, B, Redfall, C, Mind's Eye, or D, The Stanley Parable?
So the key here is there's no ending. Which of these would you describe as having no ending? I guess you could, but like, I'm gonna go with.
Ooh, Garrett, you are correct. It is Mind's Eye.
I don't think I've ever even heard of this game.
What game is this? Is this like the one that was released unfinished or something?
That's
yeah,
most
a little
of them.
Yeah.
That's like
really
most of
great.
them though is the thing. That's like most
Maybe.
modern AAA games are released unfinished, so that doesn't narrow it
Laz,
down.
what is the final score?
We have time for one
We have
more
one.
question.
We have time for one more. All right. All right. Last one. Was somehow way better than Activision owned it. The story, especially in the DLC expansions, is so boring and full of messaging. You're lured in with an idea of a space epic, but what you get is the game full of woke narratives and ideology. Some people may like that, but I just wanted to chill and play a game. If I wanted that, I could just watch a CW show. What kind of game is that? Is it A, Destiny 2, B, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, C, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, or D, Star Trek Conquest Online?
So this is a game that used to be owned by Activision, but isn't anymore, presumably. So like it's.
Yep, you are all correct.
Yeah.
It is Destiny 2.
Yeah, because it was not going to be any of the other options that Activision still
Win goes
owns.
to Garrett.
I said I'd win.
Good job, Garrett.
You were right.
After the break, Naki poorly describes games and we're supposed to guess them? How are we supposed to get it right then?
I have no idea. All systems go. We'll be right back.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
You crank it and the beat just moves you right down the hallway. Why not? It doesn't hurt anyone, but listening too long and too loud can actually hurt your hearing. Excessive volume in earbuds, stadiums, and at concerts, even loud machinery, can damage hearing in just 15 minutes.
1 in 5 people 12 years and older now has some kind of hearing loss. So see a hearing professional and let's get those ears checked and boogie on.
Good morning. Hope you all had a good weekend and are ready to be inspired. One quick thing I want to remind you guys to be studying.
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused. Fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at GetSchool.com.
What, a back-to-back segment with games? You're absolutely right. Although this time I have Vivian, Cassandra, Laz, and Kobe to play a game where I'm going to give a poor description of a game and they have to guess the game that matches it. You guys ready?
I love games.
All right.
I like being poorly described.
True. Positive attitudes all around. So let's begin with number 1. You play as an extremely angry man who solves every problem, emotional or otherwise, by violently overreacting. Along the way, he climbs everything, yells a lot, and turns ancient mythology into a personal vendetta.
This marker sucks. I hope this is legible because
2, 1. Laz is the only one. It's God of War.
Interesting.
God of War.
God of War.
Are there any other markers
I didn't
around
play
this studio, perhaps?
I didn't play Getting Over It, so I didn't know that it was about God of War.
Great
I haven't
choice.
played either.
Very good.
I can't catch things.
All right. You guys ready for number 2?
We're ready.
All right. A mustached guy with questionable physics hops between tiny floating rocks in space trying to fix a kidnapping problem that never seems to stay solved. He spins a lot, collects shiny things for no reason, and somehow survives jumping into the vacuum like it's just another Tuesday. This one should be pretty easy. Like, it should be pretty easy.
I think I've got deja vu.
Wonder. 3, 2, 1. Cassandra. I'm going to give the point to Kobe, Laz, and Vivian only because you just said Mario.
I feel like I should get extra points for actually putting the whole title of it.
Yeah, that was the whole point.
I think you gave enough information that it was Mario Galaxy.
Yeah,
pretty much, yeah. That's why I'm saying it was pretty standard quote. Pretty standard quote.
There's only 2 Mario Galaxy games.
Yeah, but no one else said super.
Who cares?
He's super.
He's super enough for me to not care.
Oh my god. It's the super. Anyways, number 3. Number 3. Oh wait. Oh my gosh, that gave me a minute. Number 3, you play as a guy whose main hobby is getting punched in the face repeatedly while trying to politely return the favor. Every opponent looks like a walking stereotype, and somehow the solution to all of them is just punch better. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Wait,
I didn't have an answer.
Oh, okay. I'll give Kobe and Vivian the point. It was Super Punch Out, but I'll give it to them.
It's not really a story so much as just literally what you are doing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The way you described it made it sound like a storyline. I was really confused.
Yeah, because I mean, like, Super Punch Out, I mean, like, you can't really,
That's
like,
just 'cause
describe
it was
what
on the
it
Super
is,
Nintendo.
though. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, it's close enough.
I don't think there's much distinction in what happens between.
Yeah, there really isn't. It's just like the people you have. But number 4, a group of extremely intense people from around the world settle their differences by punching each other in very public places. Everyone has a weird special move, and no matter how serious things get, someone is always yelling while throwing fire with their bare hands. Three, 2, 1.
Oh, this is wrong. Never mind. I'm not showing you guys my answer.
Just show it.
I don't feel good about
Super Smash Brothers.
That's a good guess, but it's Street Fighter.
Yeah.
You would not have gotten the full points if you didn't put the super in there.
That's the actual name of the game.
I know.
Street Fighter.
That's my second thought, though.
All right, so quick score checkup. Vivian has 3, Laz has 2, Kobe has 3, and Cassandra has 1.
Should describe them worse.
I'm here.
You should
for the
describe
thrill
them
of it.
better.
Oh, trust me, there will be some that are pretty difficult to get. Number 5, although this one's very easy. Two cartoon cups make a series of terrible life choices and end up owing a very bad debt. So they go around harassing random weirdos to fix it. Everything looks cheerful and friendly until it suddenly becomes aggressively difficult and you realize smiling flowers want you gone.
Bro, all I needed
Everybody
was the first
should
three
be able to
words.
get this. I don't see anybody not getting it. 3, 2, 1. Laz and Vivian.
Sam and Max?
Laz and
I heard
Vivian
2
get
cops.
the point.
Talking.
Cups. I thought
You
that was
know?
like, that was an easy.
I'm sorry, I
said
just
cartoon
yelled.
Cubs. Oh my goodness.
I didn't know that
two
was a
cops.
video game. I thought it was just a show.
No, Cuphead's a game that
Bruh.
evolved into a show.
I was gonna write that.
Sam and Max
Oh,
could be on
man.
here, though. We don't know.
Studio MDHR are going to be mad if they see this. Woo. All right. Number 6. This one is a bit medium.
A bit medium.
Yes. A guy with a weapon keeps breaking into a very rude landlord's house to deal with a long-standing family disagreement. The place is full of monsters, flying heads, and questionable interior design, and somehow it all resets every time.
I don't think I've got this right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't
3,
know anything.
2, 1.
This doesn't feel right.
You are all incorrect.
Really?
It's Castlevania.
Shoot, I should have gone with my gut!
You said a weapon, and I was just like, that's
I'm
so
mad. I'm
dang.
so mad at
Honestly,
myself.
the original thing I put was a whip because that's the weapon they use, and that would have gave it away. So I
guess.
decided- so I
Oh
decided to
my
switch it
gosh.
up.
I'm so mad.
You'd have to describe like one other thing in like too much detail, but like only know it if you get it.
Yeah,
That hurt. That really hurt.
I know. I saw it. Like I saw it. Number 7. A very serious ninja treats every situation like it's a life or death obstacle course filled with things that want him gone immediately. He spends most of his time jumping, slashing, and somehow surviving levels that clearly don't want to be beaten.
I don't know how to spell this.
I know how to spell it. I think.
3, 2, 1.
I can't spell, and yeah.
Everybody gets a point except for Cassandra.
I know,
Ninja
I know.
Gaiden.
At first I was like, what's the name of that game that they hacked the 3DS with?
Did they hack the 3DS with it?
The Ninja Hacks thing?
Ninja
Oh, it's
Gaiden.
a different
Very
game,
peak
but I
game,
was
by
just
the
like,
way.
oh, Ninja.
Wasn't that
All right.
Cube Ninja?
Yeah.
All right. I was about to say, we got time for one more.
One more?
One more. Let's make it happen. A guy comes back to his hometown and immediately gets dragged into doing errands for literally everyone while trying to keep his chaotic friends alive. He eventually ends up stealing cars, taking over the city, and somehow still doesn't move away. Feels like a good one to end off on. All right, 3, 2, 1.
I never played any of them, but yeah.
It is GTA, but there was a specific one. It's GTA San Andreas. So
Yay!
together.
I just guessed that it might be that one.
Sandra did not know.
Now, for quick score counts, Vivian wins. She has 6 points. Laz has 4. Kobe has 4, and Cassandra has 1.
I'm here for the
Well, that was a very interesting game, but that's all the time we have for this week's episode of All Systems Go. Make sure to follow our Instagram for some behind-the-scenes content and our YouTube for past episodes. Be sure to tune back in next week for our season finale. All Systems Go, signing off.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
We said we'd never break the 3-second rule. Never do that. And never become a minivan mom.
Hey, Chris.
As parents, we say never a lot, but never happens. So when you say you'd never leave your child in a hot car, know it can happen. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock.
I know kids worry about a lot of things. Getting enough food to eat shouldn't be one of them. Through a nationwide network of food banks, Feeding America serves virtually every community in the United States. See how you can help your community. Visit feedingamerica.org.
Is going to all those live concerts really such a bad thing? Hey, no judgment. But today, 1 in 4 people over 20 have signs of noise-induced hearing loss. So let's boogie and get those ears checked.
You think you're just checking your messages or telling a friend you're on your way. They could be the last words you ever type. Make sure you get where you're going. You think you're just checking your messages or telling a friend you're on your way. They could be the last words you ever type. Make sure you get where you're